Hi everybody, here is Ruben. Today we're going to see Marvel Mystic Mayhem CBT 2.0 tier list before a global launch on June 25th. So let's straight into the video. First thing first, understanding the tier list. This tier list is based on the overall performance and capabilities of each character in Marvel Mystic Mayhem. While every hero brings unique strengths to the battlefield, some stand out above the rest in terms of effectiveness across various game modes. Here's what each tier represents. S-tier, top-tier powerhouses that dominate their class. They deal massive damage, have strong sustain, and are overall the most effective heroes in the current meta. A-tier, excellent characters with strong damage potential and supportive abilities. While not as dominant as S-tier, they are still reliable and versatile picks. B-tier, solid characters who can complement stronger teammates. They offer some utility but may struggle to shine without support from higher-tier characters. C-tier, characters with limited utility and less impactful kits. They're suitable for the early game and can perform decently with the right highlights and active bonds, but are generally outclassed in later stages. Let's see who are in the S-tier. These characters rank at the top in terms of overall damage, utility, and usefulness, making them the best of the best in the current meta. At the top, Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange is a top-tier controller with strong healing and buff capabilities. His bread and butter lies in the Vishanti's Blessing skill, which allows him to choose one of 3 spells: heal, buff, or debuff. This versatile skill lets him adapt to any situation and support his allies effectively. His ultimate move ability is also one of the highest healings in the game. He is a reliable pick for any kind of team composition, placing him in the S tier. Next on the list is Hulk. Never fails to impress in any Marvel game or movie. He truly is the strongest one there is. In Mystic Mayhem, Hulk reigns as the king of defenders, while also excelling in mobility and damage output. He can even apply a damage reduction debuff to enemies with his skills, making him a well-rounded defender in the game. Emmafrost next on our list. The Diamond Queen is a top-tier controller in Mystic Mayhem, thanks to her ability to deal damage while simultaneously healing, buffing allies, and debuffing enemies. Her kit is incredibly versatile, offering high value in every aspect, so much so that many players currently consider her broken. Her Diamond Shard special attack significantly boosts overall team damage, making her an essential pick in most team compositions. She's easily an S-tier character. Next is Thor. He is known as the mightiest Avenger, and rightfully so. Thor is one of the top-tier fighters in the game, capable of dishing out massive damage while boasting impressive mobility. His ultimate move has a wide AoE and delivers heavy burst damage, making it a powerful tool in any fight. His dash skill also deals significant damage, while allowing him to reposition quickly. Overall, if you're lucky enough to pull him, Thor will likely become your main fighter. Next on the list is Armor. Armor is currently head-to-head with Hulk as a defender. She has a strong defensive kit, perfectly fitting the role of a true tank. Her Beast Armor skill is especially effective. It deals damage and temporarily turns her basic attacks into AoE strikes with increased attack speed. When combined with her shield skill, Ancestral Armor, which grants her 250% increased defense and taunts enemies to attack her, she becomes a powerful frontline presence. This combo is excellent for initiating fights or protecting allies in critical moments. Psylocke is next on our list in the S tier. Psylocke is another S-tier fighter alongside Thor, boasting incredible mobility and high burst damage in both single-target and area attacks. Her ultimate move is similar to her ultimate in Marvel Rivals, where she rapidly strikes random enemies and applies Psychic Mark. This mark detonates when Psylocke hits them with a basic attack, dealing extra damage. Her passive ability allows her to blink behind low HP enemies after a teammate uses a skill, making her excellent at finishing off targets. When equipped with artifacts that boost critical damage, Psylocke becomes a dominant force on the battlefield. Next, a tier characters. These characters have strong damage, defense, and mobility kits, but overall fall slightly short of the S-tier characters. Moon Knight, number 1 in the list. Moon Knight is a fighter with hybrid controller elements. His kit revolves around melee damage and buffing both himself and nearby allies. What truly secures his spot in the A-tier is his powerful buffing ability. He can increase the attack of himself and nearby allies by 33%, which is especially valuable in melee-heavy teams. His ultimate move also stands out, dealing decent damage while healing nearby allies for 55% of his max HP, a highly useful ability in any battle. However, to unlock his full potential, he benefits greatly from an artifact that increases his max HP. Angela is next A-tier character. Angela, Thor's long-lost sister, is a formidable defender in Mystic Mayhem. She boasts high defensive stats while still being capable of dealing significant damage. Her dash skill excels in both mobility and crowd control, making her a versatile pick in battles. What truly sets Angela apart is her passive ability. She can stack incoming damage, and the higher the stacks, the greater her chance to counterattack with powerful physical damage. Misty Knight can deal massive ranged damage, placing her among the A-tier characters. She delivers rapid ranged attacks that become even more effective when hitting marked targets. Her ultimate deals heavy damage to all enemies in a straight line, and when paired with the right buffs, the damage can be devastating. However, she lacks any mobility skill. Next on our list in A-tier character, Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch is currently the best striker in the game, capable of dealing a huge amount of damage. Her Chaos Blade skill is incredibly useful, dealing special damage and becoming reusable if it kills an enemy. Her ultimate move is one of the highest damage skills in the game, making it a powerful tool for fighting bosses. However, Wanda needs buffs applied to her beforehand to maximize her damage potential, and her low health is what causes her to drop just a tier. Next on our list, Lady Bullseye. Lady Bullseye is a striker with an excellent kit designed to get the job done. Her skills focus on reducing cooldowns and complementing allies' abilities. She can deal heavy damage with low cooldowns thanks to her versatile kit. When paired with heroes like Psylocke or Spiderman, they can consistently chain follow-up attacks, making it easy to finish off enemies quickly. That said, even without synergy partners, Lady Bullseye is more than capable of performing as a solo striker and executing her role flawlessly. Next on the list, our neighborhood Spiderman. Spiderman is a really good controller in Mystic Mayhem, known for his heavy AoE damage and excellent versatility. His ability to reposition quickly makes him one of the most dynamic characters in the game. Additionally, he can apply powerful debuffs by webbing enemies within his AoE, reducing their attack speed for 8 seconds, a significant duration for any debuff. His skill set also includes a valuable team buff that enhances nearby allies. However, as a controller, he lacks healing skills, which a team will always need. Next list is B-tier characters. These characters have decent stats and skills that complement higher-tier characters. They make great additions to a team, but may struggle to perform well on their own without the support of top-tier teammates. MoonGirl and Devil Dinosaur number 1 in the list. MoonGirl fights alongside her favorite dinosaur, Devil Dinosaur, right from the start of the battle, giving her an extra ally on the field, which is a big plus. While her damage and crowd control skills are decent, she lacks survivability and mobility as a controller. Other controllers like Doctorstrange or Spiderman have far more useful kits, placing MoonGirl in the B tier. Juggernaut has the potential to be an S or A tier character, but other defenders have much more useful kits. Unlike Angela or Armor, who both have abilities that pull enemies and protect allies, Juggernaut mainly focuses on enhancing himself rather than supporting the team. That said, his damage potential is massive when paired with the right artifacts and highlights. Next on our list is Iron Man. Iron Man is a pretty good striker in Mystic Mayhem. His mobility is decent, and his passive ability to ignore enemy defense is a big plus. His ultimate move deals massive damage, making him a valuable striker in a team. However, Iron Man does need defensive items to enhance his survivability and reach his maximum potential. Next, Black Knight. Black Knight is a strong damage-dealing fighter when paired with the right controllers. However, he lacks survivability due to a kit that sacrifices HP for increased damage. While his passive allows him to revive with 20% health once per battle, it doesn't offer much in the long run. His single target damage is considerable, but without solid support from healers like Doctorstrange or Sleepwalker, he struggles to stay effective in extended fights. However, I'm pretty sure that there will be new artifacts that will complement his playstyle in the future. Next on our list is Storm. While Storm's damage isn't as high as Scarlet Witch or Lady Bullseye as a striker, her powerful debuffs are what make her special. Her skills can apply wet and frozen to enemies, reducing their damage and attack speed, an incredibly useful combination. Her Deluge to Hailstorm or Windrider combo can really devastate enemies. However, her lack of damage value makes her fall behind the top-tier strikers. And next on our list is Sleepwalker. Sleepwalker is a controller with reliable healing output but lacks overall defense and survivability. His rejuvenation skill is a strong healing ability that regenerates HP over 7 seconds. He also has a buff skill that increases defense. However, compared to Doctorstrange, his kit slightly underperforms. That said, Sleepwalker can move up a tier if you manage to get 2 to 3 duplicates to boost his stats. Next is C-tier characters. These characters aren't necessarily bad, but they lack a complete kit and will struggle without the support of top-tier teammates. Man-Thing is number 1 in the list. Man-Thing is a controller with a simple kit that includes healing, summoning, and applying debuffs. He can summon Boy-Thing to help deal damage, but it has very low HP. Without synergy and buffs from MoonGirl, this skill isn't particularly effective. His healing is decent, but Doctorstrange provides much stronger and more reliable heals. Doppelganger. His kit focuses on eliminating a single target quickly, and with his Arak attack skill, he gains even more attack speed. However, his overall damage output falls short compared to other fighters like Psylocke or Thor. His survivability is also quite poor, with low defense and health, which places him in the C tier. That said, with the right artifacts and buffs that further boost his attack speed, he has the potential to move up a tier. Falcon. Falcon is a controller who can apply buffs and move swiftly around the battlefield. While his damage reduction buff is a valuable asset to any team, his other aspects fall short, particularly his low damage output and poor survivability. These weaknesses place Falcon in the C tier. He struggles to perform without top-tier allies supporting him, and when chosen as a solo controller, the lack of healing can significantly hinder the team's performance. Mr. Negative is last in our list. Mr. Negative is a fighter who relies heavily on debuffs to deal increased damage. His damage scales with the number of debuffs on enemies, but without them, his attacks lack impact even for a fighter. That said, when paired with characters who can inflict debuffs such as Spiderman or Storm, Mr. Negative becomes a viable option. However, compared to Psylocke or Thor, he falls short due to lower overall damage potential. That's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoy it. See you in next video.